Welcome to La Vida Baseball, being Guillen, presented by Goose Island. Yes, we are here on Goose Island on Clybourne, and we have the usual suspects. Actually, they're doing something that they enjoy a lot, drinking beer.
No, but it's a funny thing because Ozzie just, he don't by heart what he say, presented by.
Well, that's his job. And usually I don't start drinking until about like 9 or 10, so I start a little earlier.
In the morning or
No, at night. So I start a little earlier. I mean,
Who
a little
are you
earlier
kidding,
today.
bro?
I'm not that old.
Hey, no, wait a minute. If the beer for free, anything for free,
That's why. I'm there.
only wake up at that for free.
I'm a big free guy, and the
Hey,
beer.
here's my man right here.
The
He did
beer
a great
the
job.
beer at Goose Island is I really liked it, and won't be my last.
So, not drinking beer, obviously, it's kind of interesting, sober guy from Goose Island, but the food is amazing. So we're here, obviously, Ozzie's Burger, but the news is you haven't talked to the media, obviously, and the only place where you're going to get Ozzie's comments is on La Vida Baseball. We've had thousands of requests. Everyone wants to talk to Ozzie. They get Ozzie, they get fat version of Ozzie, not manager version. But you haven't talked to the media. We're going to address the conversation, what you talked to the White Sox about, and then we're going to break down what it was a surprise to all of us on somebody that everybody loved 3 weeks ago, and then the debacle. We'll talk playoffs. Unfortunately, the Lakers won the NBA championship. For those who watch the NBA,
Why do you say unfortunately?
Because LeBron and no one's a LeBron fan.
sure we'll get
The
to that
best
till
thing
later.
should be win. That's why baseball is not the same as a basketball. When in basketball, you have two good players on the court, you can win it. In baseball, it's not official when you have the best players on the field, as the Yankees.
Jimmy Butler went with Jimmy Butler and like 3 dudes that he found on the street, and he took them to a game 6. So that tells you a lot about NBA. But let's go right into it. Chicago White Sox, Ozzie Guillén. So if you have not checked the news and lived under a rock, Rick Renteria had something that they like to call a mutual separation, which at the end of the day is you got fired. It's a nice way to say you got fired. So he's let go by the Chicago
Very
White Sox.
surprising.
Very surprising. So everyone thought
Surprising for you.
No. I thought before Ozzie finishes, I thought that he would be, because he only has a year left on his contract. Mr. Reinsdorf isn't known to let guys go before the contract expires, so I thought that he would be let go after his contract year was up.
Carla, let me tell you one thing. Let Oni wear his hair,
his hair long.
Long hair.
He's
Yeah.
trying-
Oh, it looks good.
It looks
Yeah.
good. So Jerry Reinsdorf, typically, I thought that they were going to go the Gene Lamont route. The Gene Lamont team was supposed to be good. Team starts a little slow. They fly in. They fire him in the middle of the season, sitting duck. But the surprising part is they also let go of pitching coach Don Cooper. So the end of an era for the White Sox.
Which had been there. He had been there for a total of 23 years, 19 in the big league level.
Yes.
Cooper was coaching when I was playing.
Yes.
Yeah. So before you get to Ozzie, I feel like it was a shock wave because it's not common for an organization like the Sox to do this. They're usually very, 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 very loyal, even loyal to a fault. I know fans get very frustrated. They stay with their guys through thick and thin. Don Cooper had been there for a long time, was successful. I personally know Don Cooper. I think he's a great pitching coach, but they probably needed another voice, and they're going in another route, which leads us to what's transpiring now, which is Ozzie, Tony La
Hey, wait a minute,
Russa.
transparency is not something you...
No, every day, every show, I come up with a new word that my dad. That my dad doesn't understand. So, but I went to high school here. I don't know if he went to high school anywhere, but it's different. Transpires, it's what's going on right now.
Oh, okay,
that leads us to the question.
So the number one question is, so obviously candidate number one becomes Ozzie Guillén. You've done pre and post game show. People start calling for Ricky's head early on, like a month before the season ended. They would see you every night. They want Ozzie. This team's extremely, extremely talented. They thought you'd be the right guy. But right before it even gets an opportunity, right before even people start thinking about it, including Chance the Rapper, who basically was your number one fan, saying, we want Ozzie back, we need Ozzie back, and then tweeted like 10 photos, which was really cool. But there's a conversation by the chairman, Sir Jerry Reinsdorf, calls you directly and tells you, Ozzie, you're not the candidate.
Well, I decided, I'm talking to my wife, I don't decide to talk to anybody about it, and they never will talk to me about it.
So a lot of people have been trying to get my dad's words on this, and this is the only place, literally, that he's actually going to speak on it, because I don't think he's going to speak on it before or after. This is the only place that you could see it on the show being Guillen, because it's a big deal. It's also
I don't trust anybody.
Yeah, and it's also a sensitive subject, and sometimes whatever media outlet gets it, they can run it, they can spin it whatever way they want. there will be no exclusive. This is it. Whatever he's gonna say, it ends here.
Well, I get up in the morning every day, do my coffee. I got to do my wife coffee. Do my coffee, watching Telemundo to see how the COVID is.
COVID, not the hot girls. That's a
COVID.
lie.
Then I was taking number 2.
Which is okay.
Well, you have to do the coffee.
Relax.
Number 2 kicked in, and I look. Jerry's called me, and like, wow, that's weird because I have a new number. Called me and he told me about the situation with the White Sox with Rick, and my first thing come out of my mouth is like, is the man sick?
Is he okay?
Yeah.
I think it's okay. No, we decided mutual people. I think I was concentrating more on like a shock because, right, then when he talked to me about it, we got to do this in a few minutes or a few hours. They got to come up in the media. And I say, okay, just get ready and talk to the media. That's for myself. Like,
so I honestly, before you go into it, did it warmed your heart? Like, is he about to like
No.
offer me
No.
a job? Is he
No.
about to like
Not at all.
like
So,
or
so
can
I
I
gotta
come
say
in?
this. So I gotta say this. So you're a better man than me, because as soon as it happened, I went and looked up the stats. So you're third time winningest manager for the White Sox franchise. So it's like you're like, ooh, I'm the guy. Automatically, I'm like, oh, that's a good fit for me.
Not really, because I've been talking to a lot of people. No, I think I'm going to get the job, even when the Renteria is still with
Yeah.
the job. And I say, no, I don't think my mind is another place, because it's like you think something like hope for something never happened.
Yeah.
And you be like, oh, you crushed. Then I said, well, then it was nice. He told me everything about it, but you're not going to be the guy.
Right. You're not
Then-
going to be
No, he said
candidate
you're
to
not
be interviewed.
in this particular moment right now.
Right.
Right now, you're not. I don't think you're the fit. That's exactly what I say. Right now, I don't think you're going to be the fit. Then, thank God he's got the old Ozzie and the old Adela guy. I worry about my grandkids and my family, because then I almost said, well, then what the hell you calling me for? Like, okay. Then he talked to me. I said, hey, you know what? I respect anything you guys feel about it. I do respect. You got a reason, whatever it is. I feel bad for Renteria, not because the management side, because I don't want anybody to lose their job, but I don't think Ricky. I know everybody know. You should know this is going to happen. Then we talked to each other. Bam. Okay. Bye. Thank you very much. He told me I love you like 30,000 times. I love you. I love you. I love you. I was like, wow.
Send me $500,000.
If you gotta love me, and I said I love you, but I'm gonna get divorced.
Well, it's the same
Like,
situation.
I love you. I love
It
you.
is-
but
it isn't you, it's me. That's what they always say.
You meant a lot to the organization. You meant a lot to me personal. You be with the White Sox for a long time, and I say, well, I should be mean something for the organization, because I do a lot of great things for the organization. If you put a balance, what I do bad or good, that balance like this high,
yeah,
because
of
I
course.
do more great stuff. Not because people remember me is a manager.
People
People forget
you gotta
I played
remember-
for so many years.
Correct, and people forget that Ozzie was part of the all-century team as a player, and I personally thought it was great that they called you out of
I was a captain
yeah,
of
but
the
they
team.
called you out of respect. They didn't have to do that. I thought it was kind of great that they did. And I think they did it was because the fans are clamoring for it.
Yeah,
so,
but only it's one thing you be on respect. I think they did it, and I hope they did it.
But did
oh,
you, yeah, but
say,
but
please don't
I mean,
go
but
out. And
I know you've never said this on camera. I never have. If they said the job's yours, did you want it?
Hell
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Well,
know why?
that's a
First of
hell
all,
yeah.
No, yeah, hell yeah. It's in the big league, yes. In Chicago, yes, for free. I know.
You said pay me after the season.
I said, listen,
Well, you could curse.
No,
We're here at Goose Island. So
no, but the thing is, another city,
You think about it a
I
couple
will
times.
think about it, because my family, my grandkids, that's number one right now. But with Chicago, I said, you know what? Just give me meal money. By the way, a car to drive to the ballpark, because I live.
I don't think
You
your
know what?
financial
People,
advisor would
I know.
like
Honestly,
that.
people
No,
think.
but I let them know.
Let me-
I let them know it's not about money. It's about pride, and it's about
Listen,
want to be there.
It's a lot different for people. I always tell people there's Sox fans out there that watch us that grew up Sox fans. There's people behind the cameras right now that grew up Sox fans. Like it or not, my dad grew up a Sox fan. He grew up in that uniform, blood, sweat, and tears. So the fact that he probably saw the phone ring and he's like, wow, it's JR. It's a big deal. This could happen. But don't give up hope because you could be 78 years old. You can be 78 years old and you could still be called because right now the reports are out that, Tony La Russa might be the manager. He might be brought in.
I hope by the way. So I hope so. For the White Sox fans out there, everyone that's on Twitter, if you were 10 in 2011,
you don't know.
You don't know what baseball is. People are writing and saying, "Why are we getting this old dinosaur, Tony La Russa? He invented the bullpen, the analytical bullpen. This guy invented it. It's like saying I hate cars, but I don't like wheels. It's like this guy invented what you guys love now. So if it's Tony, I think it's a great choice, and we can break down. I was a guy that said Rick Renteria. By the way, can I ask you something real quick? Did you ask Jerry? I thought Ricky's boys didn't quit. I would have been like, at the end, I would have thrown that in because people were like, what happened to Ricky? I said, Ricky's boys quit on him because of everything that's coming out. I believe that.
And then they're going to say, Tony's boys don't matter.
By the way, then when we're done, I text him back. I said, thank you for the respect. Thank you, but you killing my instincts of baseball managing.
You are. So that was my concern.
Yes, I said, you're killing my instinct. I don't say you hurt my feeling because, hey,
no, I mean, let's be honest.
You have a company. I'm not going to hire you because I like you. I'm going to hire the best man I can for my company.
So can I say now, looking at it from a perspective, if I was them, go back in time, 2003 to 2004, you were not supposed to get interviewed. It's Cito Gaston that's supposed to get interviewed. It's basically a forced interview because of the media, because of the fans. Jack McKeon goes on a tour. Sox interview you. You win the interview on the interview. This is not my opinion. This is actual fact.
Which he said he was hungover for.
Well, regardless.
I mean, it was true.
By the way, what you say, I never lie, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, I was very. Because
before Goose Island, you were drinking. Before the 2003 World Series, the Marlins had won that World Series, and Ozzie was hot. And he won, and he had.
But I'm saying, he had
success.
One. He had one on the interview. So for the fact of him not even getting interviewed, it's fine. That's the part that I understand.
That's the thing that hurt me the most.
Well, because I think now, I think that affects you. I think that affects. Number one, I think if they're trying to contract somebody, they really have no leverage. Because I think they really want AJ Hinch. I guess Tony La Russa's the leverage. I also think that hurts your chances to interview with anybody else. They basically killed it. So when we analyze the Sox, I want to analyze it from a place of baseball, not a place from hate. I really don't care. I made my peace with this a long time ago. 3 weeks ago, Rick Renteria is the guy. You're out there, you're selling him, you're saying this is the best product in the world. He's the best manager, he's here, he's gonna take it. Ricky's boys don't quit. We play on Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. He's the man, grabs his two legs when he's managing. He's our guy. Does nothing wrong. Then a couple bad games happen, couple critical moves. Then you come out as a general manager and say, Rick Renteria is not the guy, but I still love him, and it's mutual. And then you say, I want a guy that managed and won in this era, which unfortunately, one of them being our friends, are two guys that are involved in a cheating scandal. The White Sox might not remember this, but the Black Sox, they threw the only World Series in the world. So you're going to come that team again? Then you say that, then you retract. So I feel like as a team, they're in a really weird spot because if I was a manager, I would consider the White Sox last over other teams because they're a 60-game season team that we don't know what they have. We don't know if they're going to spend money. This team can become the bad Rays, which is the Pittsburgh Pirates. You do analytics and you don't win games. So that's the part when you look up in the brass, up in the front office. When was the last time somebody came out of the White Sox front office and got hired by a winning team? I'm not talking about Rick and Kenny. I'm talking about the guys that do the hard work every day. So that's the part where you think when you're talking about baseball-wise that it's a crucial moment in the team's situation because they're really moving the boat the other way. So doing that, I think that might have some positive or negative effects.
Up to the media, I just reading. I hope it's not right when they say something about we got to go analytics. That's cool, but when you go to analytics, you have to be analytic 100%. You can be analytic one day, the next day like, I don't think this works. Let's go old school.
I'm not sure if I'm
analytic. No, analytic will work.
Am I drinking this beer too fast?
Okay.
We've been talking about it for a while.
Analytic.
I gotta slow down.
Analytic, it works both ways. You go analytic plus gut feeling, know the game. Okay, you put this thing together, you make a great ingredient. Ingredient.
Well, you know what?
Ingredient.
I'm
okay,
sure
and if you don't do that, you're gonna fail. The best thing in baseball fail. now, if Tampa Bay win,
No one's
they're
getting
gonna
paid.
say, look at what we did. Look at what Tampa did. We win with a bunch of crazy Mexican players.
Well, they're right.
They come from Korea. They come from Korea. They come
whatever.
from so everybody is going to change. Okay.
Their payroll's $12 million.
Okay, now, if you think you're going to win like that, you bring Colomé to start the game. They do that because they know how they all.
Well,
Okay,
well,
but I understand that. But at the end of the day, the most important. Yes,
Snail?
no, yes.
Why didn't put Snail to be the closer?
No, the most important thing is win games. Other organizations win
Okay,
games.
thank you.
Okay, so just like there's blonde women, brunette women, black women, Chinese women, there's other ways you can get it done. Okay, some teams win with superstars. Other teams win with bringing in.
By the way, though, but that's
Tampa
bad.
did a good
No, but
job.
I'm saying,
What do you mean?
but it's bad. Hold on.
If they win the
the
World
management
Series,
They've done it.
If they win
They could be
I know you
imitated,
guys-
but
you
it's
guys-
not duplicated. It's
Okay.
horrible. If Tampa
guys-
wins,
It's horrible
no
for
one
baseball.
is going to get paid in baseball.
Okay.
I will give also a golf club because baseball is done getting paid.
Listen, a few years ago, I was working on big time
They don't want
TV,
Tampa to win the World
Big Time
Series.
TV.
No, I don't care. I don't play.
Everybody in baseball want to be Houston Astros. Everyone.
Well,
Everyone.
that-
Other son, they were
that's easy.
cheating.
Just
Now,
bang the
okay,
trash can.
no. They had a great product on
Listen.
the field. But, we have to be like Houston Astros. We have to be
That-
like Houston Astros. Other son, Houston Astros got caught. We can't be like Houston Astros.
Why
We gotta
doesn't
change
everyone
things.
want to be the Pirates? So
Because they
we,
lose.
we can get into playoff baseball, but by the way, I don't care if the Tampa wins. I'm not a
Because
player.
I'm just letting you know. You guys, if the
Cafe.
Dodgers face the Astros or whoever, I mean the Dodgers face Tampa, whoever it is, it's like David versus Goliath, like huge payroll, little payroll. If Tampa for some miracle gets it
He
done,
will.
well, it's not a
He
miracle
will.
because
Why?
they're Dusty Trusty that we said he's gone. He's packing his bag.
You never know,
They're probably losing right now.
No, they're not. They're playing.
Tampa, if they get it done, their payroll is $12 million, okay? That is good hope for all the little teams out there that they can get it done. Don't blame them because they figured it out. That works for them. Other teams shouldn't try to be like them.
So I have a question.
Alex Rodriguez
Now,
said
hold on.
nice stuff.
1993, the Toronto Blue Jays went back-to-back World Series.
Oh, look at
But
what they're-
hold on. They used to go and sign
Hall of
old
Famers.
dudes. The Yankees did it. They used to go sign old dudes. You know who used to do that too? Go sign old dudes? The Chicago White Sox. How many rings the White Sox did during that time?
Yeah, but they tried.
But that means that was the style. That means that you need to be good at what you're good at. Just because somebody does something doesn't mean that it's going to work for another team.
Yes,
you guys
I
brought
believe
Julio
that.
Franco in a wheelchair, and it was like, this guy's going to be Jim Leyritz, and he wasn't. All the teams go, everyone gets excited, just like in business. If it's one thing, one product, everyone goes for it. That's the story. The only issue is here that for the players coming up on the collective bargaining agreement, you are not going to get paid. Nobody's going to be paga. Nobody.
This isn't basketball that you could just get in like
Like the Lakers?
Yeah, you can get two
Not-
good
by
players.
the way-
That's what I always say.
me and Jesse could play.
By the way,
and we
not
win.
an NBA championship though.
Jesse,
not an
I don't think
NBA. By
Jesse
the way,
can
not
dribble.
an
Can you
NBA
dribble, Jesse?
championship.
Jesse
Number one.
Jesse
No,
can do-
hey, this is not a dribble.
By the
Just
way,
like this.
no NBA championship. Number one, this was like an AAU BCC tournament for the NBA.
Okay, let me say something
Literally.
because everyone. Okay, so I have this big dilemma.
You're a Lakers fan.
I'm a Lakers fan.
Oh, God.
Since I have any sense of reason. I've never was a Bulls fan. I go to a lot of Bulls games, but whenever I was old enough to know what was going on, 10, 11 years old, whatever, I've always been a Lakers fan. Always been a Lakers fan.
Valley Divac was your favorite
Yes,
Laker?
Nick Van Exel, loved the Lakers. Kobe, this year, I even cried when Kobe passed away. I literally cried in my bathroom. I have many Kobe jerseys. I don't have a lot of jerseys, but I have a Kobe jersey that my dad got me signed. It's one of my most prized possessions. This year
We
was,
save it for Adela College.
yeah,
Kobe
well,
Bryant, jersey, he gone.
and
Adela, we got to pay Adela
and
College. That's
my
more
biggest limit is
important.
I am not a LeBron James fan at all. LeBron James on the court, unbelievable, great player off the court. He's like Jesus. I'm even better. But it was very hard for me rooting for the Lakers.
Can't root for a guy that has all that money and doesn't get plugs.
Yeah, the baldness.
The baldness.
kind of hurts.
I don't like it.
So yes, they did win. They were in a bubble,
let's-
but like
about-
the MLB season this year, everything needs to come with an asterisk. This year is not like every other year.
Yes.
Okay. Even in business and everything, this is 2020. If you sell something in 2020, you're great at
It sells
selling.
also an asterisk.
Yes. Also, my nephew, he's an asterisk. He was born in 2020. It's an anomaly. I got married. It's an anomaly. You don't know what's going to happen in 2020. I got married in 2020. The world is upside down. This is not the number one bachelor in Chicago got married. But
The number what?
well, no, I wouldn't say number
Self-pro-
one. I would say number.
self-proclaimed.
I would say number 12.
By the
Maybe
way,
like 5-6 years ago, I was like number one.
By the way, self-proclaimed. But.
Correct. But by the way, these streets around here know me very well. I just walked by. I drove by.
Especially the police.
No, I drove by Prism and I shed a tear. I was like, oh, I'll never go back. But no, listen, 2020 was great. In the bubble, the NBA, kudos to them. They had no positive tests for the COVID, and MLB is also doing a great job. It's just, I don't count it the same as I would MLB. So whoever does win the MLB World Series, I do it the same as the NBA. I chalk it up. It's an asterisk season. Good job. It's like the same as a lockout or the same as a strike, which I wish you guys would have finished in '94 to at least have a champion. But I don't give it the same merit as it goes on. To me, I live in Chicago. I know that Michael Jordan's a GOAT. I know that Michael Jordan it's him and then everybody else. If you're young and you never saw Michael play and you're crazy, you would think otherwise, that LeBron is a man. LeBron is great. He's unbelievable. But there's Michael, and then there's everybody else. I don't know. You're older.
I don't talk NBA. So that was a very.
So
I was rooting. I gamble it. I do the over under.
Next show, you're not allowed to be.
But I do the over under. I do the over under on basketball. We got it. So we got here being Guillen presented by Goose Island, bringing you all the best topics. No, we're not done. Why you?
He just thinks.
They're gonna bring in your burger.
No, we're gonna.
Tell us about Ozzie burger.
And I have a little thing. There's no fries with your burger. You went with plátanos. With how do you say?
Plantains.
Plantains. Yeah.
Oh, that's the way I grew up. I said,
Yeah.
Mom, I'm hungry.
No, it's probably easy just to pick them off the tree and you eat.
Oh wow. They come in little helmets. It looks amazing. So, being Guillen, presented by Goose Island. By the way, Goose Island, Burger Island now. Look at this beautiful presentation. This smells so good. This could be the best episode of Being Guillen ever. And I usually film them from my basement in my house, in my underwear.
Oh my God.
The presentation is A+. This is
How do you know
unbelievable.
you're Hispanic? When you're gonna taste the plantain first.
You're like, let me taste the plátano first. Listen,
Let me taste it.
First of all, Sox Park has unbelievable food. This burger is probably 1,000 times better than any burger you can find at a stadium. Because I've been around and I've had a lot of burgers. Chicago, great place to have burgers.
I tell you what, no, because
So you're getting.
I know because your mom made it. It's good.
This
good.
is better. This is better
By the
than
way,
easy.
So tell me about your.
Out there.
So-
That's what we're eating right now.
So tell me about your burger. So it's got an egg, a fried egg, very Latino thing, very Venezuelan. It's got some amazing. It's got tomato.
No, we put eggs in our food because we don't have anything left in the refrigerator.
But it's got avocado.
Why did you pick this stuff on it? The avocado is very common in Latino food. This is unbelievable.
I pick avocado right now. It's a very tough time to get avocado here in the United States because of the COVID and the weather.
This is really good. So you know why it's really good?
But when they say, Ozzie, you have to make a burger, you will like it. I have to tell you, Mom. I asked your mom for a couple of things, and she added the
Little help?
mushroom.
I mean, honestly,
She added the mushroom, she added the egg. And in Venezuela, you cannot eat burger without the eggs. We can't, you can. You eat a burger and say, you got the eggs on? And I say, no, then you not eat eggs. But I think that's a good thing about this. I think your mom went out and did it herself.
Well, she did the recipe, but I think the chef. So this
I
was a
think this
partnership.
that was about the chef.
okay,
No, but I'm
this
saying
is
the
awesome.
the essence.
I don't know, but this is the first time I've ever seen this. On the black, no, I've seen bread, black bread, little sesame on it. Obviously, every burger should have an egg on it. Avocado's great. I see the tomatoes, the decoration's beautiful. Literally, like I might have to order a couple of these before we get out of here. This is just unbelievable.
The hardest thing to do.
Is eat it?
No, it's not.
Because you're like joking.
Oh, here's the thing though. You don't eat burgers all the time.
I don't.
I grew up eating burgers. My physique speaks for it. Probably one of the greatest things ever invented in America.
Look, what do you mean?
From
Your what?
McDonald's,
Your
my
physique?
physique.
What's that
So
mean?
I eat anywhere I go. My wife and I are burgers.
What does that mean?
Physique means your body.
Oh.
Like, what do you look
wrong?
like?
I'm actually
So-
the best guy in shape in the
hold
burger.
on,
I
so-
eat a burger, so.
We eat burgers everywhere. So when they said we're gonna make an Ozzie burger, my biggest concern was, well, how are you gonna make it that's a different of an Ozzie burger? Like, how do you make a burger different?
What would you have
Tasting
added?
it, this tastes like a burger that I've never tasted before, and the fact that there's
A guy
plantains.
tweeted today.
Hold on, I have
It's
a question.
amazing.
What would you have added if it would have been your burger? What would you have put on it?
Mine?
You're
Man.
like, you can't put a steak on it. like,
No, like I'm thinking about it, like just the texture of the meat, like it just tastes different. I'm thinking now that I might have to go with one that's more like a pork type.
okay, I don't know. I would add a little. This one has mushrooms, correct?
You love mushrooms.
I love mushrooms, and I would add.
Hold
probably-
on.
Yeah, it does have mushrooms.
Yeah.
So you've added
And I would have added a little bacon.
little bacon.
I'm a big bacon guy. I would have added a little bacon on it. Other than that, it's perfect. And not only that,
Have a question.
It's cooked.
When you gonna
perfectly.
add bacon? When your mother is a great cook. When you add bacon to the food, it's like people put
What are you talking about?
stuff.
No, bacon's amazing. Take
No.
that back.
No.
So
Bacon is like, oh, I hope it tastes good.
The best part-
It's gonna taste like bacon.
the best part of this burger is that they partnership. If you come
is the
and you
worst part
purchase
of
it,
the burger.
it goes in to the Ozzie Guillén Foundation. We're gonna do some amazing things with it. Working together, helping out the Saving Lives Project, other projects that we have in the city of Chicago. Because again, he might not be Team Sox anymore, but it's always going to be a part of us, and we're always going to use that name and brand with Goose Island, with La Vida Baseball, with our partners to bring Team Chicago together and help out the kids in Chicago. But I have a question here. So this picture right here says you weigh 150 pounds.
Every time I see these pictures of my dad, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he got plastic surgery that he tells nobody about.
So the only
Because-
person that
or this is true that says when you get money, you get better looking. Because this guy right here was, I don't know, you're just struggling. And I don't know if my mom stayed good looking throughout the whole years, but right now I think you look great and you look a lot
Oni,
better.
Thank
Back
you for
then,
that.
it was
Thank you, but
for the voter
I
conference.
gotta show you the people when you was with glasses
Oh,
on.
of course.
with
I'm
people
just
like
saying.
that.
Yeah, but I'm not a celebrity, so
No,
it doesn't
me
count for
either.
me.
But-
So I'm just saying, you were really like, by the way, my burger's gone. I won't let everybody know. My burger's officially gone. I don't know if I was like, this is like really, really good.
So I'm looking at the stats, and do you know that you're like top 10 for the White Sox, like in 5 categories offensively, from like games played, at bats, triples, and obviously people don't know this, and obviously these baseball cards don't know it because they didn't do it back then. You are technically, if you believe in cybermetrics and analytics, on paper the best defensive WAR player in White Sox history, like the whole history.
But
like
one thing-
from before Black Sox. The whole time, so there's no one that can talk to you about defense. That's actually, you know what? That's actually very
But
impressive.
you know, to me, is the best thing I did to the White Sox, no personal thing, win the championship.
Of
And
course.
I feel like people forget
They did.
or they're not appreciate what we did. No, I say I did. We
So,
did.
I have a
I don't think no. I don't think they did because they treat me like a, I don't know.
No, that's
Yes.
great, and you're historic. So how does it feel like when people come to Goose Island and get this burger,
You should.
and they say, "Hey, let me get the Ozzie"? What does that make you feel like? Because you've done a lot of stuff.
Never had your
You
own
don't-
burger.
I, you
You've
know,
never had your own
I
burger.
feel great just because they help a cause, not because they're gonna eat my burger with my name. The worst steak I ever had, it was Michael Jordan's steak. Yes,
At the
yes.
steak
When
house?
Michael Jordan
Yeah.
got his restaurant here,
Way
I
more
went there.
affordable, by the way,
Yeah,
the
by the
burger.
way, the only thing that is I love this and it's good not because it got my name. I never, if this thing, no, I don't think I like it. I'm not going
Yeah,
to.
I'm gonna tell you guys one thing.
The best thing about this, it will help a good cause.
So hey,
To
let
me,
me.
that's more important than eat the burger.
Usually they have like, hey, Ozzie dogs, but now it's like, hey, let me have the Ozzie burger.
So again, Ozzie Guillén Jr., my family, being Guillen, presented by Goose Island. Come and get the Ozzie burger. This is actually really, really good.
Thank you, Good
A
Island,
company,
to help the cause.
a company with a beer, it goes down great.